is your comfort zone, what I call your boring black box. And in this video, I am going to be talking to you all about why we stay in our boring black box and 6 tips on how you can get out of your comfort zone, bust out of your comfort zone, and learn how to start creating a life that you love with absolute confidence. One fact about all of us humans is that we are creatures of habit, and most people like things just the way they are, even when those things are causing them frustration, stress, and anxiety. By keeping things just the way that they are, it causes people to settle for far less than they are capable of and far less than they deserve. What it is that's keeping you stuck is also what it is that's keeping you lazy and keeping you safe and restricting you and really ruining your possibilities of creating an awesome life for yourself. Let me tell you 2 things that you need to know about your comfort zone. Number 1, your comfort zone is like a box. You are inside that box, and that box is all taped up, and it is dark in there, and there is no windows, and you cannot see anything. You cannot see all of the amazing opportunities and resources that are right outside that box just waiting for you. Number 2, your comfort zone is a boring place to be. Nobody wants to be bored. Being boring sucks. You get to choose what you do with your time. So do not stay in your boring black box, your comfort zone, because everything that you want is waiting for you right outside of there. Your comfort zone is comfortable because it's where you know what to expect. It's easier and you can avoid change. All of which bring you no fulfillment, no excitement, no joy, and really nothing to look forward to. People's comfort zone keeps them doing the same old things that they've been doing for years and years, even when it's not serving them. Why do some people stay in jobs for years and years, even though they hate it and they complain about it endlessly? We all know somebody that does that, right? And they just stay. Why do some people stay in unhealthy and toxic relationships? Well, it's because of their comfort zone. It's because they're stuck in their boring black box. They're stuck in their comfort zone and they're fearful of what change will bring. And change is so exciting, so rewarding. When you have absolute confidence and you trust yourself, you are excited about change. You're looking forward to things that are new and exciting and that bring you something to look forward to. We live for that. Change will bring you so many things. Growth, learning, transformation, and so many opportunities. Unfortunately, though, most people will not leave their comfort zone until a really drastic life event takes place. Usually it's something that's outside of their control. So maybe, their job, they get laid off of their job, or they get fired from their job, or their relationship ends, so that then therefore forces them outside of their comfort zone. And I really encourage you to not wait for those kinds of huge, negative circumstances and events to take place in your life in order for you to get outside of your comfort zone. The longer you stay in your comfort zone, the more you're missing out. You're missing out on so many things. You have no idea. The sooner you get out of your boring black box, the more you get to experience life, because when you're in that boring black box, you are missing out on so many fun opportunities. You're missing out on meeting new people. You're missing out on so many adventures. So many things are waiting for you as soon as you start taking those steps. If you want to build your confidence, you have to choose to be uncomfortable. And if you want to create a different life for yourself, you have to really embrace discomfort. Yes, it is uncomfortable to change. Yes, it is uncomfortable to try something new. Yes, it is uncomfortable to put yourself out there. And yes, it is uncomfortable to face rejection. And yes, it is uncomfortable to take risks. But the more that you choose to feel the discomfort and push yourself through the discomfort and out of your boring black box, the more that you'll be able to put yourself out there, and the more you're going to be able to take new risks, and the more you're going to be able to face those fears and overcome those fears, and the more that you do that, the more competence and the more confidence you build, and the more action you take, and it builds on top of one another. So you really have to really choose to get comfortable with the discomfort. Staying in your comfort zone is you self-sabotaging. It is the epitome of self-sabotage. When people say things like, I want to leave my job, I don't like my job, I want to find this career that I love, or I want to start a business that I love, or I really need to end this unfulfilling relationship, or I really wish I could travel. All of those things are really what you really want to do, and it is 1000% possible, but it's all outside of your comfort zone. And if you want to fulfill those dreams, you really have to stop living an ordinary life and stop living the boring life. You've got to do extra. You've got to be extra. You've got to be extra to be extraordinary, right? You have the capacity and the ability and the resources to start living an extraordinary life. I can teach you those skills. That's what I do for my coaching clients. You've got to learn the skills to get outside of your comfort zone and understand your fears in order to face them. One common trait that all confident people have is that we get shit done. We take action. So you've got to get outside your comfort zone. You've got to start taking action. So here are my 6 tips for you on how you can start jumping, busting out of your boring black box. Tip number 1, realize that you are totally normal. Every single person has a comfort zone, and every single person experiences fear. There's no such thing as fearlessness. There's no such thing as fearlessness. Everybody experiences fear, but it's about learning the skills on how to manage your fear. Tip number 2, choose to feel discomfort and really put yourself into situations where you're feeling discomfort, but in very basic ways to start off. So one way that you could do that is by brushing your teeth with your opposite hand. So I brush my teeth with my left hand, even though I'm right-handed. Or I'll, from time to time, remind myself, okay, I'm gonna eat my zucchini noodles with my left hand. So do things that are awkward or uncomfortable, or getting dressed. If you usually put, your pants on with your right leg first, do your left leg first, and put your shoes on the same thing, opposite way, left shoe first and then right shoe. So start off by doing little things that kind of like scramble your brain a little bit. That's a really, really great way to start. Tip number 3, eat something different and new. So many people that I know go to the same old restaurants and they eat the same thing, for lunch, or have the same kind of coffee every morning. Switch it up, scramble your brain a little bit, keep things fresh and exciting. So if you usually, have some kind of meat for dinner, try a vegetarian option. Or if you usually have coffee, try a tea, or switch it up a little bit. It's a really, really great way to scramble your brain and start thinking in ways that are outside of your boring black box. Tip number 4, go out by yourself on a day that you would usually stay home. Or if it's the reverse, you usually stay home, then go out. Go out by yourself and go somewhere where there's other people around, that hopefully you can also push yourself a little bit further out of your comfort zone and maybe engage with some new people. Go to your local pool hall, or go take a class, or go to a meetup group, or go to anywhere, really, a coffee shop. Go somewhere that you don't usually go on a day that you wouldn't usually go there. You really have to be active and not passive. Are you somebody that comes home from work and eats dinner and then sits on the couch and watches TV? That is a huge comfort zone for most people. And most people say, well, I need to unwind. So if that's the way it is for you, maybe, one day a week, switch it up. Go out instead of sitting at home on the couch. Tip number 5, call somebody up, not message, not text, not email. Actually call somebody up that you haven't talked to in a really long time. Call them up and connect and ask them how they're doing. That's a great way for you to, get outside of your comfort zone, and also to hopefully reconnect with somebody you haven't seen in a while. And my last tip, tip number 6, start up a conversation with somebody that you don't know. So somebody maybe in your building, in the elevator, you be the one to say hi and to actually ask a question. So how's your day? Oh, where's your dog? Or what are your thoughts on this movie that maybe is popular? You be the one to really initiate conversation with people for a change. If there's some guy at work that you always see that you think is cute, like say hi, push yourself out of your comfort zone by saying hi or giving a compliment to somebody that you do not know. So there you have it, my top 6 tips for how you can get out of your boring black box. I hope that you found them helpful. It's really about you taking these tips and really implementing them and taking consistent daily action in order to create change. That is so important. It's that action that really does build confidence. Action really is so fundamental. And if that's something that kind of freaks you out, then not to worry, because I can teach you how to really get comfortable with the discomfort and relax into it and learn how to take a different course of action. So if you're interested in learning more about what I do and how I have helped thousands of people build their confidence, please hop over to my website, which is absoluteconfidence.com. And if you enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and do remember to hit that bell to get notified of the new videos that I will be putting up on this channel very soon. So as usual, I hope that you go out there and have an amazing day, an awesome day, and remember to live life confidently. Have an awesome day. Bye.